Alright, what's up YouTube? We back in the mix. You see I'm back in the Infiniti, the QX30. If I that go, I haven't posted another update on the whole box situation because we're into a couple of issues with the guy who built the box in the first place. So I made that quick little video of the box getting done, but didn't post anything about it. Today we're gonna go in full detail. So the guy who built the box, the box came out good, but at the same time it came out shitty. This is the person who I trusted. We spoke about it. I've been doing audio for the last 20 years, so I expect everyone to do the same workmanship that I do, which is nothing but the best. And I'm a wiring technician, so wiring is what I do. So you're not going to tell me that the wiring I do is not the way you do it. So it's two different things. So on the car, right, this is what was going on here. So we get the car back, the bass was sounding like shit. Absolutely like shit. So at the same time, with Shorty, it took her the opportunity to order brand new subs. So I took the old ones that she had off her hands, so I upgraded to the BD4s. I sold my BD2s, and then my BD4s are currently getting rebuilt right now because they kind of blew up from the enclosure being wrong. So that's getting all situated. You can see the brand new jammies right there, both sides. I'll show you in a minute. So what's going on is, after the box got rebuilt again because it wasn't big enough for those speakers that were in there, the box got rebuilt again. It got retuned and everything. On top of that, like, the guy doesn't know how to tune, because everyone knows when you've been doing audio for a long time, you don't touch the bass boost, you leave that off. And the loudness, you gotta leave that off too, because if you gotta leave the loudness on or the bass boost on, then you don't know what you're doing. So let me show you a couple things. Alright, so this is the box. I just got done rewiring it because the guy had it wired to fucking 1 ohm, which I was trying to figure out on why the freaking amp kept shutting off. Even though it says 1 ohm rated, these amps are not really 1 ohm rated. They shut off. My audio pipe was doing the same thing, and it was supposed to be 1 ohm rated. So, but they're happy at 4 ohms. So 4 ohms it is. You guys know how to wire stuff, and I can tell you guys how to wire it. Positive, negative, and then on the other coil, that's going to go straight to the negative, to the positive. That's the jumper lead. So that's how you get your 2 ohms. Well, 4 ohms, because it's 4 ohms each. Other side wired the same way. This is the tank setup. Yes, it does not move. Back here, we got the amp central back here. The manifold, I'm gonna screw down like that. I had it up like this, but it wasn't really working vertical, so I'm gonna put it like that. One equalizer here. The equalizer down there. One's for the bass only. This one's for the voice. 3 amps. If you guys got a question, ask me. That's it. Alright, so box situation, right? So it's like this. Shit, alright, so box situation, it's like this. The amp turned off in the shop. So the dude blamed it on the bass being too loud, so the potential light came on. And at the same time, I kind of agreed at the time, because who puts their bass on volume 10 when freaking you got a 5,000 back there? That's more than enough power. And then you got those scars, those SVJs that are pushing 3,000 watts a piece. So that shouldn't be happening. So today I'm right there, just looking at it, appreciating the work. And I'm looking at it, and I noticed that the speakers are wired to 1 ohm. Even though that amp is 1 ohm rated, like my audio pipe was rated 1 ohm, but the end is like that. It gets too hot, and then it shuts down quick. So you probably get like 5-10 minutes out of it before it shuts off, because you're overworking the amp. So I took care of that. I'm going to be test running the amp in a few minutes. Going to play some music. I'm not going to play any music on here because I'm not trying to get copyrighted on my channel. But that's what it is. Like in my car, I'm waiting to get the audio pipes back. I'm getting them custom built to get reconed and stuff like that, so I can get everything back in there, because I'm dying to see how this BD4 sounds. And on my car also, I switched over to a smaller pulley and a smaller belt, just so I can get my alternator to charge more, because I got the 250 amp that's in there now. But that will be for a later video. And then, you know, I got brand new amps back there, so I switched over to the Rams, because all these pipes, they make good speakers, but the amps are a little bit questionable. You know, they don't make good amps. Sorry to say. You know, I've been with Team Audio Pipe for the longest, but speakers are good, amps are crap. Don't like them. You know, I got them fixed multiple times, still don't like them. So this year, I'm going to welcome a brand new sponsors to the channel, which is going to be Taram. I'm working with Taram this year, so we're going to try all their products out. We had Tarams, well, these Tarams that are in this car, they were in 3 other cars, so they're about 5 years old, still kicking ass, still kicking it. So that's how we're going to do it. So in today's video, I don't mean to cut things short, but it's just to say that if you're going to take your car to a shop, right, and you say that you've been doing music as long as I've been doing music, then you should know how to wire the same way I know how to wire. So then it's like, it's getting to a point where because you wired everything incorrectly, now we got to worry about the amps blowing up because it was wired incorrectly. And then we got to worry about the speakers blowing up too, because, you know, it's causing too much stress. You know, and I don't know how people tune, but I don't tune by ear. That's not the way we do things right here. You know, we got to give props to Steve Mead. You know, I use the SMDD1. That's what I use. Gets everything on point. Light turns blue. Lets me know everything's perfect. Like I said, for $250, you can't go wrong with an SMDD1. That's what I use. So then the first person that tuned this car did a shitty job. I checked my SMDD1, everything was off. I readjusted everything. And then when I took it to the guy shop to build the box, he went ahead, fucked around with my settings, threw everything off, telling me that it's better to tune by ear. Your ear is not going to tell you when your amp is distorting. Now, sometimes distortion you don't hear. Sometimes you can hear distortion. Like I said, you can hear distortion. But at what volume do you start hearing distortion at? Like I said, I had this radio set because the radio goes up to 60. Well, 60, like 65 around there. I had the radio set, so once you got to volume 52, that was the max. So what was that? But nobody knows how to follow instructions. You know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your work's good, your wiring sucks. Yeah, I said that should have been caught on. You know, but I hate to argue, because it's like, you know, we paid you to do the job, and my job wasn't to do the wiring. My job was to do the air ride, bend those brand new lines, get all the lines all situated, and to rewire the air ride. You know, that's why the homeboy gave me the special price. But I was like, damn, like now we paid you all this money and shit, and I'm stuck redoing all your wiring. So at the end of the day, this is the end of the video. Like I said, you seen the update. This is another update. Y'all seen what's going on in the trunk. I'm about to get busy right now and make sure the amps don't shut off. So you know what time it is. At the end of the day, don't go to any shop. Consult a wired professional and make sure they are professional, because a lot of people say that they're professional and they don't know how to do shit. Stay tuned, my people. We out.